Hello, Latte Deo. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Latte, and on today's video I'll be showing you how I make Efo Riro. And Efo is just another name for vegetable soup, and I'm going to be serving it with some plantains and a fried egg. The vegetable I'll be using is called Tete in Yoruba. If you go to the market, just ask for Tete. They also call it green, Efo green. And if you can just tip the person with a little money, they will help you cut it at the market, but of course you clean it properly at home. Here is the type of plantain I'll be using to serve this vegetable. Not too ripe, but still ripening. Here is what the Efo looks like. And to start off, the ingredients I'll be needing, I need some tomato mix. So in here I have some tomato, some scotch bonnets, and some red bell peppers with some onions. It's been boiled and reduced to save my cooking time. I have some cow skin and some iru locust beans. And here I have two types of smoked fish. I have shawa and panla. I'll also be needing some onions. These are red onions, two medium-sized red onions. And then I'm going to be needing some crayfish. And the seasoning, I'll be using some bouillon powder, curry, thyme, and some salt. We're going to start off in a hot pan. Add some palm oil. We're not bleaching the palm oil this time, we're just going to allow it to heat up before adding the onions. Allow your onions to fry a little bit so that it can caramelize a little and release their own juices. And after our onions, we're going to be adding iru, which is locust beans. You can add your iru because you want the flavor of the iru to get into the oil. That's the point of adding iru at this time. So allow it to do its thing for a little bit. And the next you're going to be adding is some curry and thyme. Again, you want these flavors to be infused. These are herbs, you want them to be infused in the oil. And next I'm just going to add the pepper mix, which I explained earlier. And then I had some leftover stew at home. I just added that in as well. And you're going to just allow it to fry and do its thing. So you can cover it while it's frying and everything is just, having a nice symphony. The next thing I'll be adding after a little bit is the cow skin, which is pomo. Call it pomo. And then I'm going to be adding the panla. Panla is smoked fish, but it's the harder one. Then I'm going to season it with some salt and bouillon powder. And I'm just going to allow it to fry for a little bit. I think I'm going to add some water now, just because I don't want it to start burning right off the back. Although the pepper is reduced, but I wanted some water just so that it can have some time for all that seasoning to go in. This is how the vegetable looks like when it's all clean. I washed it like 3-4 times. Make sure all the sand is out. Check on this and it should be frying by now. The water that I put in there had evaporated. I added the other type of smoked fish, and then I'm also going to add the crayfish. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and you have to taste it, or taste it before you start adding the vegetable to make sure that the ingredients and the seasoning is just alright. And then you add and mix. That's why it's called Efo Riro. The act of turning and mixing your vegetable with the sauce is the act of mixing, Riro. That's why it's called Efo Riro, because for you to make this soup, you're actually required to turn and turn over again until all the vegetable is saturated. So the last one was too much and my hand was hurting, so I just put it in and I closed it so that the size can reduce after steaming a little bit, and then I just mixed it. So that's an easier route. This is an easier route. You can just do that instead. So this is how it looks like, and I don't like for my efforts to stay so long. So at that point it was ready. I turned off the heat, and this is just how I did my plantains. Not that, this is simple, but I just wanted to show you in case you're interested. Put some water in a pot, add some salt, and then just put the plantains and allow it to boil. Of course, I know I need to mention, but it's a no-brainer. You're supposed to wash the plantains thoroughly and then cut them. You may or may not decide to cut the plantains, but it's important that you wash them because there's usually sand on it or dust or something, and you don't want that cooking in your food. But yeah, it's important that you wash the plantains. The way you know that it's ready is when you poke it and the fork can go through. And then I'm just going to fry one piece of egg over hard. That's how we like to eat it in this house. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but this is a rather balanced meal, and that's intentional. I'm trying very hard to be more intentional about the kinds of meals I serve my family, and this is an actual portion size, like real life portion size in my household. We try to eat more vegetables and just kind of pay attention, because Nigerian food is very easy to sway into unhealthy eating or food choices. It's not our fault, it's just the food that we have. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. Don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, bye.